you did probably the old Scottish hockey level one some time ago, and then have done a fair bit of coaching, and now you've started the coach course. So,
Yeah.
can you tell me a little bit about what's your experience so far on the coach course?
So I think what I like about the coach course is that it puts a structure around the coach course. Um, so I like the fact that we've got frameworks now in place like Change It, Golden Thread, and there's a focus, or you kind of always push us to think about technical, tactical, physical, and mental. So I think I'm now starting to think about hockey differently, because
Okay.
before it was just like, oh, you're somebody who can play hockey, so you must be able to coach. Do you know what I mean? But there was no framework, no structure behind that.
And really started to maybe reflect on what some of the coaching's been before, and now trying to consider, right, how do I go plan for using some of these models? Would that be right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think certainly what I've done over the last few years is use small-sided games much more often.
Yeah.
And what I recently liked was when you introduced using different sports, or bringing different sports into hockey coaching, like the use of footballs, and but using it, playing it like netball or handball, in terms of looking at, but still thinking about it from a hockey perspective.
Yeah. And come with that comes that element of questioning players and allowing them to make decisions as well, which then links to the golden thread and adds a little bit more fun into it, which again is golden thread related.
Yeah, it is, and I think also in terms of, it's not just about questioning, but it's also about listening to the feedback. Do you know what I mean? And if your players are then also wanting to introduce something new or something different, it's about saying, well, okay, let's try it. Do you know what I mean? So that not all the ideas come from me; they also come from the players. And it means if we try something and it works, then we do it again. But if it doesn't work, then we try something else.
Yeah. And then we've with the course that you're on at the moment, we've done 3 online sessions and a practical session. What would you say about that different delivery styles or different delivery methods?
I think basically when I reflect back, session one was very much you talking to us, and that was about introducing those models, or structure, or framework, as I would call it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that very quickly has developed into a focus on, goalkeeping, goal scoring, and then the practical session. And today was much more interactive.
That's good. Yeah. And uh, what type of things made it interactive for you?
So I think what made it interactive is that I've got to know some of the people
Mhm.
on the course, and people have grown in confidence, and it's about being able to share and not worry that you're going to get something wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's about trust, building that trust with each other.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've all now been on 3 or 4 different modules together, so that helps. And
Yeah.
last thing, if you were to speak to somebody thinking about attending some of the workshops or courses, because obviously it's a course that you're doing at the moment, but what would your words of wisdom be, or your top tips?
My top tips would be, don't leave it as long as I did, because I actually think it's less scary. Do you know what I mean? I actually think it's a really good course, and actually enhances not just your coaching but also your playing as well.
Mhm. That's great words. Thank you so much for your time.